I thought our defense made some huge improvement. Thought they flew around and made some good plays. And probably played good enough to win.
An improving Vandal defense turned some big plays against South Alabama. But against the toughest defense the Vandals have seen all year, the offense struggled to find an answer. We break it down next on Inside the Vandals. Hey, welcome to another week of Inside the Vandals. I'm your host, Tom Purvis, joined by Idaho head football coach Paul Petrino. Coach, thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, you bet. It's good to be here.
Well, Coach, here in the Dome on Saturday, what did you see out there in this game? What happened in your eyes?
You know, I thought our defense came out and made great improvement. I thought Mark Milan had a fantastic game, flew around, made all kinds of plays. It was the best Irving Steele's played yet. You know, he had 8 tackles. I think Mark had 12. Irving forced a fumble. Brock Westlake, you know, had 8 tackles also. Those 3 linebackers really made a bunch of plays. It was good to see Chris Edwards, you know, came up with the interception, had a quarterback hurry, had 6 tackles himself. So you saw a great improvement by defense. Offensively, we knew going into the game it was the best defense that we'd played yet, and you know, we got whooped. There's really no other way of saying it. You know, they got after us up front. There was the times we couldn't get open on their guys in man. I thought Matt still battled competed hard and played really hard. I thought Richard made some good plays for us throughout the game. And but it was just one of those where defensively they got after us, which was too bad because our defense and special teams probably played the best they'd played yet this year. So we just need to put it all together. We need to have the offense and defense play together. But you know, it's still a process of getting to where we need to get to win in this league. And you know, that team's probably, if not the most talented team in the league, right there at the top. So we know where we got to get, and just got to keep moving forward.
When you say their defense was the most talented you faced all year, what did they do schematically? What did they do that made it hard for you guys?
It wasn't schematically. It was the players.
Just the players.
Yeah, it was just the players. They had 4 down linemen on their front that could really play. Yeah. Their linebackers were fast and could run, and their secondary was good. I mean, they had 8 starting seniors. You know, they had 8 seniors starting on defense, and those guys were all good football players. And so it's just a matter of continuing to grow and get better and get to that level and be able to beat those people.
What was your message to your team after the game?
You know, I told the defense I was proud of them, thought they improved, thought they really stepped up and did a good job. Thought we made big improvements in special teams, and just told the offense we got to play better. You know, that's the bottom line, and that starts with me. You know, I got to do a better job of coaching, and all of us got to do a better job of coaching. We got to do a better job of playing, but you know, I still thought they fought hard. I thought they fought hard throughout the whole game, but just execution-wise, we got to block better. We got to get open better, and we got to help that quarterback out.
It seemed like you guys had a run in the third quarter where after halftime you had the field goal, you have force a quick turnover, you score a touchdown the other way, then you get the ball back early in the fourth quarter. Did it seem to you like if you guys score another touchdown there, the game drastically changes, or perhaps it already was drastically changing?
Oh, no question. And I think, you know, even as much as we struggled at times offensively, we still had a 14-play drive that we got all the way down there. Actually, 17 plays, excuse me. And then we ended up going for a field goal, which we shouldn't have. We needed to get it in the end zone, and we missed it. Then we had another long drive that we got down there. There was 2 times we were 1st and 10 on the 11, and we came away with no points. And you know, you can't do that against a team that good. So, really, if we just score on those two times we're down there, then you're right in the game. So that's stuff we got to build on. That can't happen. Yeah. We can't get penalties when we get down there, and we got to do a better job on first down when we get down there. But a lot of that comes down to we got to be able to run the ball when we get down there and run it in, because as you get closer, the space to throw the ball sometimes, you know, you don't quite have as much. So we got to improve on running the ball and be able to run it in when we get down there.
The offense has been good all season. The defense is where you've been looking for improvements, and obviously you saw some. How much are you telling your team, hey, this is where we take a step forward on the defensive end?
Yeah, I mean, I thought our defense really took a step forward. Now we're going to go play Texas State. And we got to bring it all together. You know, we got to have a great week of practice. We got to have the offense play their best game to date and the defense play their best game to date together, and then continue to improve on the special teams. I thought Dave Unger had a really nice punt return for us. I thought Jay Sean had a good kickoff return to start with. You know, Austin punted the ball great all night. Obviously, we need to make those 2 field goals, but that's something that he'll correct this week. I have no doubt in that. He did have the best kickoffs he's had all year too. So he made some really big strides in 2 other areas, and now we just got to make sure he just has that timing down on the field goals, and we'll continue to get better there.
And then you mentioned with the 2 turnovers, that was big. How big of a lift is that for your team when your defense is able to force the turnovers?
That's real big. I mean, the more they can continue to do that, that's huge. You know, the first turnover we had, the interception for a touchdown, that really hurt because we just hit a deep, long play action. That was just a mistake by Josh. He can't do that. You know, we called the hitch, and the guy started off. He's got to run the hitch, and he thought the guy was running up, so we ran by him, but you know, the ball was already out of the quarterback's hands, so that can't happen.
Obviously, you mentioned the mistake there by Josh, but I did want to ask you about Josh. He leads the Sun Belt in yards per game, touchdowns. He's top 10 of the nation in both of those categories as well. How impressed have you been with him overall the start to this season?
Oh, he's been playing real well. I mean, that's just something. He's a very talented kid, and he can make plays, and he can make even more. You know what I mean? The key where he's got to really come through for us is a couple of those third downs. He's got to convert a couple of those third downs so we stay on the field. You know, I've gone for a lot of 4th downs this year, and I look back and I don't know, that first half I didn't go for any because I thought our defense was playing well and I didn't want to give the other team good field position, but I came out in 3rd quarter and started going for them again because it's almost like we have to go for them sometimes to keep the offense on the field.
Now, Coach, Sarah Jacobson, she had a chance to chat with Idaho's 6'6" tight end Justin Petrowski, who started his football career in a very different position. Sarah with the story.
I'm here with senior Justin Petrowski. Justin, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us.
Thank you for having me.
No, definitely. So you are originally from Lewiston, so you're obviously a local around here. Did you always know that you wanted to play for the University of Idaho Vandals?
I mean, I was always a fan growing up, so of course they were one of my top choices, and when I got the offer, it wasn't that hard of a choice for me.
Definitely. So you began high school as a quarterback and then eventually moved into the tight end position with the Vandals. So how has that transition been? Can you describe that to us?
It's been a long transition, I feel like, because at first it didn't really come that easily to me, but over time, I mean, I had great coaches around me and great players ahead of me, so it just made that transition that much better.
So like I said before, you're a senior this year, and so this is your last season with the Vandals. What are your goals for yourself this season as well as the team as a whole?
My goals are just to help this team win some games. I mean, that's the ultimate thing right now, just we gotta get some wins.
No, definitely. So do you plan after graduating to continue a career with football, or do you have other aspirations that you have your sights set on?
I mean, it all depends on how the year goes. I mean, if the chance comes, of course I'm going to take it, but other than that, I mean, I'll have a couple degrees, so I mean, I'll be able to go on from there.
Hey, what is your major? What are your interests? That sort of thing.
My major is operation management and human resource management. So have an interest in the business world. So that's something I want to get into after college.
No, definitely. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. I appreciate it. With Inside the Vandals, I'm Sarah Jacobson.
Nice piece right there, Coach, on your tight end Justin Petrowski.
Yeah.
What do you like about him?
You know, he's just done a great job of getting open and making plays for us this year. You know, 2 weeks ago at Ohio, he had 8 catches, really played well. You know, and then actually going into the game last week, they kind of came in trying to take him away and at times tried to double team him. He still made some good plays for us. But he's just a very talented kid. You know, I think anytime the more starters you have on your team that were high school quarterbacks, maybe the better you're going to be because they're usually the best athletes on their team. So it was just great it's great to have him out there. He's competing hard. He gives the team everything he can, and I just look forward to him, you know, him getting better and better each week and having a great senior year.
All right, well, he's Coach Paul Petrino. We'll take a quick break. When we're back, we'll look ahead as the Vandals head back on the road, this time to the Lone Star State as they get ready to take on Texas State. Don't go away. We're back after this.